So, I am post shadow work with this dark moon that's coming. I've been feeling a lot of feelings deeply, which makes so much sense. And I've been really addressing the anguish that certain relationships have caused me. And so I'm outside doing my energy work, and one of the things that I wanted was the Most High to be able to help me come up with the words to express myself with the conversation I intend on having, and just being my strength, being my rock, being all these different things. And I ended up having a full-blown cryathon because the first thing that was asked of me was to forgive myself. Yeah, I got the cry crust. First thing that the Most High asked me to do was to forgive myself for all of the anguish I caused myself, whether it be in my ignorance or just ignoring myself, just ignoring my intuition, staying in places longer. And I think that is so on brand for this dark moon in Aries, just Aries season in general. A lot of times we forget the I am and what we say towards the I am, and how we operate and move with ourselves, and how that causes a lot of our sorrows. So I did apologize to myself, and some of the things that I apologized to myself, I forgot that my body held on to certain things. And just having that conversation with myself about, like, I'm sorry I tried to kill you. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry for every time I cut you. I'm sorry for every time I allowed people to have access to my body, to my mind, to my soul that was not goodness for me, that was not in alignment with me. Every time I abandoned myself, every time I didn't support myself, worrying about who supports me, but I didn't support myself. And I'm just really grateful for the opportunity to actually practice forgiveness, and I just wanted to share that. The energy has been very heavy for me. Obviously, I'm the opposing energy, Libra, and a lot of times I feel like I do compromise myself for others, and I'm always putting myself to a certain degree as a sacrifice for others. And this year, for some reason, I just don't have it in me anymore. And I do think it had a lot to do with motherhood, because every bit of part I do have of me that's not going to go to me, obviously it's going to my children. And I'm just really grateful, how ugly sometimes shadow work can be, and how accusatory it can be, but it's so fulfilling because I really forgive myself, and I really accepted my apologies, and I really sat and felt for once, not really intellectualizing it, but really sat and felt what I did to me, and so before I go out in the world and ask the world to right their wrongs for me, I'm just really glad the Most High asked me to right my wrongs with myself. But that's all I wanted to share.